you said you've been studying language, trying to incorporate a language system for the brothers and sisters in the diaspora, correct?
That's correct, fam. So far, I've used, let me get these names right. I believe it's not Bedouin. Hold on one moment, fam. So I'll go through the book. You know, I use certain languages along the Nile. From southern Egypt, we have tribes down there. And they go to where it goes down to where the blue Nile meets the white Nile. And it's 7 groups that are still there. Some of these groups, before the building of the Suez Canal, you know, it said it was 2 to 3 extra ones, and they said that these 2 to 3 were wiped out. And this was in the 1800s. So certain key components to the language, you know, have been lost. But due to the fact that those groups that are still there were groups that had to migrate south. They had to migrate to like northern Sudan, still keeping the culture, still keeping the tradition. Mm-hmm. They're still there. They have not left. And they speak what do we call Metaneta.
Right.
They just don't call it Metaneta.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me get over here to Sudan. Now, Sudan, the language that they will tell you, they'll say Arabic is the official language. Then they'll just tell you Nubian. But then there's another language, and it's called Ta Bedawiye. Ta Bedawiye is an actual dialect from the Nubian, the culture and tradition of where the white Nile and the blue Nile meets. Now, this is just a key to it. We have the other languages, fam, which are in Ethiopia and further down.
Right.
And the farther away you go from it, you know, a lot of the languages, people tend to forget this. Kim is going back so many thousands of years that now the language adapts to the time it is being spoken. So certain languages, they have adapted so many new words, and they don't use so many different older words, older cultures. Some deities change. There's a lot of stuff in the study I've been finding out. But there are certain groups that still kept that ancient language, and the ancient the symbol is still there. In these 7 groups, I can't remember all 7 right now, but the 7, there's a language called Kenesu, and then there's a group down there called the Kanuzi, and this Kanuzi group has a lot of the ancient, what we call Metaneta.
Okay.
They have it, they know the symbols, and a lot of it is connected through that language that you know a little bit more than I do, because I have not done a lot of study on. I believe it's the Meroe script.
No, go ahead.
The one that no one could translate.
Oh yeah, you know, it's just a matter of time. You know, we just a matter of gathering. Yes, it's just a matter of gathering all the information, I guess, man. Gathering all the artifacts. For some reason, we all rely on European scholarship instead of using our own independent studies. You know, we can't just accept what the crackers say. You know, they do whatever to suit them, because even they say a lot of things about Egyptology, and they study those things, and they tell us this is what it means, this is what it means. No, that's not what it means. That's not just because some crackers say it, that doesn't mean that's legitimate. You know what I mean? And so it's just a matter of time. You know, it takes a lot of cooperations, and then but it's just a matter of not being lazy and then doing the work. You know, so But back to your research and your revelation, fam. What is taking place? And you say you was talking about the necessity of a language in the diaspora, because our brothers and sisters still using either French or English to communicate.
That's right. See, another thing, a lot of people don't know certain things about the hieroglyphs. Some people out of them might know a little more. Some people might know a little less, but know what some key symbols mean. Now, if Dr. Ben told us to use science to defy the deities, that means all of us should understand science.
Exactly.
We shouldn't look at it as being a nerd, because there's no way a person can translate the Metanetta without knowing something about science. Biology, chemistry, physics. You have to know something about those. Yeah. Now,
you got to have some form of understanding of particular science too. Yes.
You know, those are the three components of science. That's life.
But which science are we talking about?
Everything
the one
that exists. Biology, chemistry, and physics. That's why there's biochemists, biophysics.
But sometimes, fam, the way the Western way of approaching science is dividing and separating instead of looking at the whole thing from the whole. So
that's right.
Because they
that's the major part of the Metanetta. But there's another part in there. Now, some people call it the Kamau, and they'll say that was a spoken language. But if Jed means to like speak, and what's his name? Metanetta, there's Medetu, there's Metut, also Metu, and the key one that they'll say, Medetu. And I say that the Medetu was the cursive. Most of the spoken language was in the cursive. Of course, you know, that's what languages like that we need to study, like Tabedawiye, you know, and the diverse dialects of Neolithic, Nilo-Hamitic, and Sudanic languages. Get into the Nilo-Hamitic, that's going all the way down the Nile. That's going through Ethiopia. It's going to Kenya, down to Lake Victoria. Like it again?
Yeah, they say certain languages like this new language like Swahili, those might be very popular. They say that language is like a product of a trade between Arabic and French and all type of shit. It's like
which language?
Swahili took a lot of words from different neighboring languages. It formed its own type of easy format. It's like
that's right. English and Arabic format. That's what I'm saying. A lot of languages have changed. Some of them have remained, you know. Some of them have changed a lot to adapt to the time we're in now.
Right. It's like not even too old, to so to speak.
That's right. I mean, far down is Tanzania. We got a language called Swahili.
Right.
You know, Kiswahili. You know, spoken word of Swahili. Right. And that language is also a trade language. A lot of people don't know that.